Hi. um, yeah. I decided to do YouTube videos again. I figured it would be good for me. Yeah. I'm pretty isolated right now in my basement, and I went out today into the real world and I went to the aquarium, but really I haven't been going out at all. At all, at all, at all. I was going to a LGBTQIA center. It was really a LGBT center, but um, I kind of stopped going because I felt really awkward and weird there. I felt very uncomfortable there. I just kind of felt like the odd man out. Um, the only trans mask people there were the workers slash peer advocates, and um, I wouldn't say they weren't supportive. They were supportive, but it did not feel very, I don't know. There just wasn't enough support for me there. And it just didn't feel like the right fit. But also, just like every single time I went, I was having a lot of anxiety there. So it didn't feel like a proper fit for me. And I don't know exactly what it was, to be honest with you. But yeah, I've been transitioning now for over a year. I've been on HRT testosterone for over a year. And I do have a video that's private right now that is over a year old now. I think I'm gonna make public on how to give an IM injection. But I've become unemployed. I am no longer working, and I don't know when I'm going to start working again. I've been kind of just like trying to find appropriate therapy, and got diagnosed autistic. And it's really been a really good and eye-opening diagnosis for me. Like ever since the pandemic hit, I got a an ADHD diagnosis, and it just it didn't exactly fit, okay? And I was just like, yes, this, but also something else. And I always felt autistic, but there was just, people would tell me, no, you're not autistic. Um, and it just felt like, you know, I don't really want to say, but like, it just felt like, it was because it was both, you know? And now I know that that is the case, but then there's also the added complication of the fact that there's quite a lot of comorbidities in there. I also have what is uh termed by some people in the field as complex borderline personality disorder, because it involves a bunch of comorbidities. So I gotta be freaking extra and have just a list of things wrong with me, basically. With just like major depressive disorder with psychotic features, and like all these other things that that are basically wrong with my brain. um and yeah, I'm basically disabled, and ever since the pandemic hit, I've uh you know been, chronic pain, fibromyalgia, neuralgia, just was completely nonverbal for a little bit. Just things were just really bad. And the therapist that I was seeing for my last video that was public ended up being not so good. Ended up being terrible, actually. I've had quite a few therapists where I thought they were good, I thought they were good for me, and then they like completely pulled the rug from under me and like did things that were kind of just like detrimental to my mental health, and also kind of traumatized me quite a bit and set back my mental health and my trust in providers, kind of, um, because it was that um, horrible. Because I really thought, oh, here's this person who actually cares about me and actually, wants to listen to me. And now, oh my God, like they think that I'm gaslighting them and manipulating them and like, you know, just, and a lot of it I had completely buried under the trauma of it, and was reliving it suddenly, and and some of it I was going through the videos on here and just completely mortified by it, just like just and completely cringing at it too, like why did I talk about this so openly? Why did I vent about this so openly on YouTube? I don't know. Anyway, so I think, but then again, it was like good that it was there for me to see, I suppose. I don't really know. My life is pretty much an open book, but at the same time, that's like a good and a bad thing, I suppose. I don't really know. It's been a really rough 10 plus years, I will say that. As if my whole life hasn't been like kind of a roller coaster. Um and finally things are slotting into place, discovering that I am trans. I mean that was kind of buried in the weight loss, and I have kept. The weight, I did get to a size 4'6" at one point, and I am not that. I am pretty much the same weight that I was in the last video, but like I kept off the weight. So and that's especially good, like to be on T and not have gained any. I've actually lost weight on T, so that's like amazing, considering. Yeah. Um so um I wanted to come back on YouTube also because like I think it's especially important for people to see that, like, you know, maybe somebody needs to see weight loss transformation stories with the trans component. Like, not everybody has that component, I'm, I had gastric bypass, and I don't know. I don't know anybody who's had that. The only person I know who's touched by that kind of experience is Nirvana on here. Um, experiencing Nirvana. And she didn't actually, like, she's not the one transitioning. It's her partner. Her wife. So yeah, but like I love her. Like sometimes I talk to her on the Instagrams. But I've been like basically like using Instagram, and I create art on there. If you use Instagram at all, that's where I primarily post stuff. I'm also on TikTok. I'll leave my TikTok handle and my Instagram handle, but it's basically on Instagram I'm Midgard Summer Nights, and on Instagram and on TikTok I'm Okay Goots. But yeah, I primarily do like little like short thing, obviously because it's TikTok and whatever, but little short things, just daily life stuff, sometimes pertaining to neurodivergence, uh, and trans life sometimes, and then also my art, because that keeps me sane. And then, also sometimes talking about how I'm crazy. Because you gotta, right? But yeah, really, I guess what I'm doing, like coming back, is like, you know, not a lot of people lose over 100 pounds. Like, how many times have I lost over 100 pounds? Like, 6 times now. Okay. And finally got gastric bypass, and, now I'm transitioning. So join me if you want another fucking transition story, I guess. Anyway, yeah. Hi, I have a beard now. I sound like Marge Simpson, sort of. I don't know. Hopefully my voice gets deeper, because, like, I'm a little tired of getting called ma'am on the phone and having agoraphobia. I did go to the aquarium today, though, and I got this guy. I love jellyfish. So anyway, yeah. Hello, sir. Okay, so yeah, that's enough rambling for now. If anybody wants to continue following me, I don't mind that at all. All right. I don't know if anyone's gonna watch this, but yeah, hi.